Welcome back, True Seeker. In the news on Juneteenth, Fat Joe accused of engaging in inappropriate acts with 15 and 16-year-old girls and his former hype man in a 157-page lawsuit. And the man who's filed the lawsuit, his name is Dixon. And even in the United States of amnesia, people must remember the news from 2 days ago. I'm sure a lot of people are saying, is this the same Dixon who filed the lawsuit against Tyler Perry? It's not. But his name is Dixon again. And remember, the lawsuit was filed against Tyler Perry on June 13th, the day leaving 201 days left in the year. This time it's Terrence Dixon, who has a name gematria of 201, like the Jesuit order. And who's also involved in this lawsuit is Tyrone Blackburn, who's involved in the Diddy lawsuit with Lil Rod, who said Diddy had a Lil Dick son. And you might recall the numerous 201 rituals with Lil Rod, as we covered at the time. And also the fact that when Diddy was arrested, it was 201 days from Clive Davis's birthday. Again, if you're new here, I talk about this 201 number all the time. It is the number of the Jesuits. It is the number of the Illuminati. And the Illuminati was founded by a Jesuit, Adam Weishaupt, who died in history 201 days after the anniversary of the Illuminati's establishment. Illuminati founded May 1st, 1776. Adam Weishaupt dead November 18th, 1830. But anyway, another standout fact here is that Fat Joe is 54 years old right now, the same age I explained that Diddy would be taken down at a year before he was taken down. And don't forget, they sentenced R. Kelly to prison at age 54 on the Jesuit order's anniversary of being recognized by the Roman Catholic Church. And R. Kelly's in the news right now. R. Kelly from Chicago, who lived in Trump Towers, calling on Donald Trump to save him days after Trump turned 79, when R. Kelly equals 79, like Society of Jesus, which is the formal title of the Jesuits. And, of course, R. Kelly's known for giving the golden showers. Donald Trump just turned 79 years old. 79 relates to gold because the 79th element on the periodic table is gold. Everybody knows about R. Kelly and the golden showers, and we've been talking about the Jesuit parallels with what they did to him and Diddy, and now this factors in again. All of these things are connected because it's the same Jesuits controlling the whole show. So, yeah. Fat Joe's 54 right now. Again, the no talent's the one that lives on. Don't forget how they killed Big Pun by the numbers and blamed it on being fat, but Fat Joe still breathes. Anyhow, the 157-page document, they refer to Mr. 201, Terrence Dixon, as the former hype man throughout the article. Fat Joe's former hype man, Terrence Dixon, has filed an explosive lawsuit in federal court against the rapper on Thursday. Just notice, former hype man equals 157, like the number of pages in the suit. It goes on for 16 years. Remember, the Jesuits were established in the 16th century. They run D.C. 16th Street is Church Street. The Jesuits served the Roman Catholic Church. For 16 years, Dixon served as Fat Joe's so-called hype man, a common figure in hip-hop who supports the artist by energizing the crowd and enhancing the overall performance. But yeah, you read this, they're bringing up Diddy, Tyrone Blackburn, Lil Rod. The three girls who are in the lawsuit who are mentioned, they're all referred to as minor does, ages 15 and 16. Minor doe equates to 42, number stamped all over Black history. Now, technically, Fat Joe's not black, right? But again, he still associates, and again, everybody else brought up in the article is black. But minor doe, 42, and I should have put up there, the word slavery is 42. Of course, Juneteenth is to remember the freeing of the slaves in Texas back in 1865. And the lawsuit says that Fat Joe made Dixon participate in 4,000 sexual acts. The exact quote is, he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing within the enterprise. The stuff that's annoying about this to me is, listen, I mean, it must have been worth it to you. It must have been worth it, right? It must have been worth it because this all happened a long time ago. This was over 16 years. Do the math on that. That's a lot of sexual. That's almost one a day. You still want to be my hype man? Anyway, but yeah, it's like, okay. It's all this stuff is so stupid. It's just, again, it's all timing rituals is the point. There's a reason this is happening to Fat Joe at 54, just like R. Kelly was sentenced to prison at 54, just like Diddy was taken down at 54, just like at the end of Jay-Z being 54, the rumors started to come out about him. And don't forget why I told you Diddy was going to go down at 54, and I said it might be Jay-Z too. It's because they had the picture of Clarence Avant, the Black Godfather, who died 54 years after establishing Sussex Records, which equals 54. And the image that was syndicated when he died was him with Diddy and Jay-Z. And I said, I think that's telling us something about Diddy and possibly Jay-Z as well. I think Jay-Z has a barrier around him being married to one of the biggest celebrities on the world stage, Beyonce. But again, at the age of 54, the rumors started to come out about him, and I feel like those dominoes tip at some point too. And then Beyonce's an independent. What's the song? Is it Independent Lady? I can't even think what it is right now. Beyonce with all of her songs promoting the bad behavior. What is it? Leave your man at home, go out to the club, the pock. I can't even think of all of it. You know these songs they've been singing on the radio and everywhere else forever. Anyway, the club is full of ballers and their pockets are what, full blown, something like that. Yeah, just all this. It's like, oh yeah, that's a good message for the women. Leave your guy at home and go find some loaded guy that's going to treat you like an object tonight because he's got a lot of money in his pockets. What a classy message. And we wonder what happened to society. Decades ago, they would have been listening to a song about find the one, treat him right, don't let him go, keep those other girls trying to grab him, beat him off with a broomstick. Anyway. Yeah, and again, don't take this the wrong way, but I also think a kind of a joke in a free society is, all of us were 15 and 16 once. When you're that age, you have a pretty good idea of what sex is. You have hormones running through your body. Honestly, is your mind that much different when you're 15 and 16 than when you're 18? I mean, for me personally, it wasn't. And I'd say even as a 40-year-old, it's really not that much different. Personally, though, the way I feel is when you're older, you should stay around people that are around your own age. I do find it weird, this story's about Fat Joe being nearly 40 years old, picking up 15 and 16-year-olds. But the point I'm making is those 15 and 16-year-olds, they know what they're doing, They're looking for the bragging rights, being with a celebrity, somebody big on the world stage. Should it be a crime? That's the point I'm making. I'm not saying it's right, but should it be a crime, especially in a land where we say we're free? It's just another thing where it's like, should you go to prison for smoking a plant or snorting some plant up your nose? I mean, it might not be right either, but should that be a crime? I just think there's way too many things that are crimes, and what we really need more of in society are people raising their children right so they make proper decisions. Like, listen, honey, you might be a really cute and well-developed 15-year-old, but that 40-year-old rapper guy, he doesn't care nothing about you, and he's going to use you like you're some kind of object. Is that what you want to do with your life? Anyway, of course, the state wants everything to be illegal because they like to put people in cages and make money off them. And again, right now it's all allegations and hearsay, so who knows if any of it's true, but... And, just to make another point, too, there are some girls who are 15 and 16, and even boys, but often it is the girls that develop earlier. There's some girls who are in their 15 and 16 are more developed than some girls by the time they're 19, 20. You know what I mean? That's another reality of this world, too. We put numbers on things and say when you're this number, this means this, but you could find a 12-year-old who might even be more mature than a 30-year-old, and that could be true in a lot of regards. And I'm not, 12 is getting really young. I'm not talking about a sexual regard. I'm just talking about some people mentally. I know when I was 12, I was way ahead of the curve in terms of intelligence and understanding and awareness and thinking. I'm just saying this, go back to Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number. And in a sense, there's a lot of truth to that. So all these arbitrary things that we do in society. And by the way, 18, where we call adulthood in the U.S., that number is decided Kabbalistically. Look into what 18 means within Kabbalah and Judaism. It represents the meaning of life. Everything in our society is done Kabbalistically. This whole thing of letters and numbers and dates, it all comes from Kabbalah. So anyway. Yeah, but no doubt this is a major league ritualism, and yeah, if he is doing illegal things, there's a reason that you're not hearing about it until just now on this holiday while he's this age. Another thing that's worth pointing out is today's 61 days before his August 19th birthday. Again, 61 is a number that gains its significance in sacred geometry. Gematria means geometry in language. Again, 61 is related to the Creator and God. And by the way, for the troll out there that just tried to put out a video saying that 61 doesn't have anything to do with God and sacred geometry, just stop. Anyone can look into it. 61 represents creation and Creator and sacred geometry. It's because the flower of life is made out of 61 overlapping circles. Every shape in sacred geometry comes out of the flower of life. And then you just look within the Gematria code. God equals 61, Jesus 61, cross 61, church 61, Christian 61, Christmas 61. This isn't an accident. 61 is also the 18th prime number. And again, this is what Fat Joe's in trouble for being with girls under the age of 18. In some states, the age of consent is 17. I'm not sure if New York's one of those states, but yeah. Anyway, things to think about. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. But another Dixon, another 201. I mean, come on. Until next time.